Hello everyone. First, I would like to apologize for not being able to upload videos since last couple of days. I was a little occupied with office work. Anyways, I'm back and let's begin. By the way, before I start, please subscribe to my channel Selenium by Sarthak and hit the bell icon to receive further updates. Anyways, let's begin. Okay, now we have been working as manual testing professionals, and I'm sure all of you would be having basic to strong knowledge of manual testing. But today we shall address one of the most difficult transitions for a manual testing professional, the transition to automation testing. You know what happens is there are a lot of apprehensions and questionable self-belief that comes into picture, which prevents a manual testing professional to hone his skills. So this video today will guide you why you need this transition and why it is inevitable. So let's start with what approach we should go ahead in the direction of automation testing and why Selenium today is so powerful and so widely used. We'll discuss all the point in details. Also, there will be a lot of questions in minds of manual testing professionals. I'll try my level best to answer quite a few, and rest we can take it offline via Skype or email, and you can either post a comment, you can email me, you can send me a Skype chat request, anything. Just mention that you have seen my channel Selenium by Sarthak and you are trying to contact me, so I'll get it done. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so the most important question, the first and the foremost important question is, why do we need to learn automation testing? Okay, so why do we need to learn automation testing? See, automation testing, many might disagree, but it does improve a lot of accuracy. And automation testing does what manual testing, it's not that it cannot do, but it takes quite a lot of time. So typically the simulations of thousands of users, automation testing can simulate tens, hundreds and thousands of virtual users interacting with a particular network, any software or web applications. To do that with manual testing will require a lot of time and efforts. On top of that, automation testing helps both the developers and the testers as well. How it works out is, if you can share certain automated tests which can be used by the developers to catch certain problems very quickly. Of course, there would be certain debate that why you'd a functional test, automation test should be shared with a development team where they can have their own unit test suite. But in case there is a certain alignment that the unit test cases are in accordance to the functional test cases written. So this will actually reduce a lot of overwork, and so that is why automation testing helps a lot of people, both development team as well as the testing team. On top of that, automation testing also gives a morale boost to a normal manual testing professional, because somehow at some point of time doing the same thing again and again in a manual testing format becomes very redundant. So yes, you have to learn automation testing if you want your career growth ahead and further. So the career growth perspectives, if you talk about monetary terms, yes, the salary of an automation testing professional is comparatively much more than a manual testing professional. So that also includes one of its basic advantages. On top of that, the competition is still fairly less compared to a manual testing professional. If you go to naukri.com or Monster or Times Jobs or anywhere, and if you see one particular manual testing professional with 5 to 6 years of experience for one particular job, there would be approximately 1,500 manual testing professionals. But for the same experience with an automation background, that same job might have 130 or 140 views or max 200 applicants for the same job. So the competition is less. So the probability of your resume being picked up is higher. So that is why you need to learn you need to plan accordingly if you want to go ahead in your career using automation, because manual testing at some point of time is going to get redundant. Not completely, but to a certain extent, yes. The next question which is asked is, what is Selenium? What is Selenium? Why do you have to learn Selenium, and why only Selenium? It's not only Selenium. We have to know Selenium is a very, very powerful tool, and why is it so widely used in the market today? So let's know what is Selenium. If you go to the website of Selenium, it typically says Selenium automates browsers. That's it. That's it in the sense, as of now, Selenium does not automate any web-based application. It will not automate your mobile applications, nothing as such. Yes, Selenium does lay a foundation for you so that you can move ahead into other fields of automation testing. But yes, Selenium as of now automates browsers. Now the question comes, in future with Selenium 4 coming, and thereafter maybe later 5 or 6 or whatever versions come, will Selenium automate desktop applications as well? Maybe, why not? You never know. So maybe this first line which is written here, Selenium automates browsers, they might remove this line. As of now, let's enjoy what is. So Selenium automates browsers, and there are a lot of browser drivers and all. We'll discuss all of that, what all browsers are supported by Selenium, etc., etc. Once we move ahead in the course, we will learn that. But as of now, Selenium is an automation tool. It is actually a test suite which helps you to automate browsers. So that's mostly it. If you remember in my first video, I told you that we will learn Selenium with Java. So now the question many people ask me is, how much Java is required to be proficient in Selenium? See, Java is something, with my experience, I have known that Java is a forgettable language. If you are not in regular practice with Java, you tend to forget within weeks. It doesn't even take months. Within weeks, you tend to forget. So you have to be very good with Java. You have to learn the basics of Java as well as all the OOPS concept, because object-oriented programming is what Selenium WebDriver is based on. So the Selenium WebDriver, what is Selenium remote control, everything I'll discuss. But as of now, we'll be learning Selenium WebDriver, which is totally based upon object-oriented programming concept in Java. So we have to be very, very strong with Java, at least in core Java. So that is inevitable. So now, what all learning Selenium will cover? Okay, so I'll just brief out. We will first know how to download Java, install Java, configure Java in your system. How do we configure Selenium, and how do we download Eclipse, the integrated development environment wherein you can use that for writing a Selenium code. Then we will learn Java slowly and steadily. We'll start with normal Java and basics of Java. Then we'll go to OOPS concepts of Java. We'll also touch base with certain concepts of collections. So yes, those things will be covered, and then gradually we will move into learning of Selenium WebDriver. We'll do the basics. We'll do the medium level learning of Selenium. We'll also go to the advanced topics of Selenium. Followed by, we will learn about the framework designing, the approach, and as well as certain tools which are integrated with Selenium, like Auto 8 and other things. We'll discuss that later. So as well as we will learn about GitHub. We'll also learn about Jenkins. We'll learn about Maven. We'll learn about Ant. We'll learn about TestNG. If there are certain requests I'll take up JUnits, but all these terms which you are hearing might sound little tricky, but don't worry, it is very, very easy. Selenium, once you get the hang of the tool, once you start learning, once you start coding, you'll feel wonderful, and you'll just love it. Trust me on this, you'll love it. And the next question is about the interview preparation. Now we have learned Selenium. How do I give an interview? How do I clear an interview? This question even I asked myself when I started learning Selenium. how do I clear an interview? Because I've never faced an interview. I've always faced an interview in manual testing. So how do I clear it? Everything will fall in place. We will have a lot of discussions. We'll have some tests as well. We'll have some assignments. I'll give you wonderful assignments. I'll teach you from very basic, from the ground root level, and we'll go to advanced topics. So interview preparation will not be a problem, and I'll teach you debugging skills. And debugging does not mean applying or coding in the debugger mode in Eclipse. No, debugging skills is when you are stuck in code, when nothing is working out. How do you work yourself out? All those things I'll tell you. So interview preparation is not a problem. We'll crack it. And yes, there are few questions from manual testers. Some are little political in nature, but I think I should address it. So let's go ahead and discuss few of them. One of the first question which I have always heard is, I have absolutely no background of coding. Will I be able to learn and work on Selenium? The answer is yes, you will be, because I am a mechanical engineer. I had no idea. I just learned C in my first semester. So, and I was learning Java approximately after 10 years or maybe more than that. So it took some time, but I had to do it because I wanted to do it. So it's up to you. You have no background of coding, that's fine. You see my videos, you learn. There are a lot of platforms. Google is a wonderful help. You will learn and you will be able to work on Selenium. Trust me on that. Now, the next question is, how much time do I need to learn Selenium? Well, it took me, to be honest, how much time I took to learn Selenium? More than 6 months. Why? Because I learned it from Ashish sir, to be very honest. Ashish Thakur is my mentor. He is a wonderful trainer, and I learned it from him. So I owe a lot to him. But sometimes he was not very proactive in responding to my queries, but I kept learning on my own. So it took some time. And when I started learning Selenium, YouTube had no videos and Udemy didn't exist. Some debugging I would want to do and it would get stuck, and then I would lose certain patience and I'm like, okay fine, I'll do it sometime again. So all those lethargic behavior, and then the work pressure and all, everything, it delayed. But then one fine morning I decided, no, enough is enough. I should pursue this. And thereafter, after the lag and laziness of 6 months, I finished Selenium in 1.5 months. To an extent wherein after 1.5 months I could say, okay, now I can start with framework. So yes, but if you are focused, you will learn Selenium in 2 months, and that's mostly about it. Now, this question I've already answered. I'm overloaded with my office work. How will I manage to make time to learn Selenium? Even I was having that kind of an issue and I totally stopped learning. Please don't do that. Please don't follow into my footsteps, which I did long time back. 1 hour daily is suffice. As I said, Java is a very forgettable language. So if you are not in constant touch with it, you'll definitely forget it. And on weekends, you can invest more time. So 3 to 4 hours is like you can code a particular section and you can see how it works, and then you can debug, you can interact with me, and the session will be wonderful. It will be promising for sure. And then this question is little technical. Which version of Eclipse should I install? At this point of time, go ahead with Photon. I would recommend that. Luna is a very, very stable version, but then it's completely up to you. I use Photon, I also use Luna, so it is completely up to you, but either of the two would work absolutely fine. Okay, now what if I get stuck? Like, would you help me debug it? Yes, I will. First, you will have to contact me via Skype or email me with your problem, with your code, with the application details. I will see your coding standard and your coding setup and your approach and everything, and I'll see if there are any syntax errors or whatsoever it is. If still then we are not able to, then we will connect via TeamViewer, because at times there would be certain situations when you would not be in a position to share your credentials. So yes, we can connect via TeamViewer, wherein I can take remote control of your system, and then we will debug it. Let's see. Now, this is the most important question which I get. What if I am not able to clear interview, or what if the interviewer catches that I have knowledge on Selenium but no practical experience? Okay, first and foremost, do not go to a Selenium interview unprepared. It's not that, okay, let me see where do I stand. Don't follow that approach. It's not a good approach. Learn Selenium thoroughly, be confident, answer all questionnaires, prepare a lot of interview questions, see from wherever you want to get it, just get it. And then you start appearing for interviews. And one more thing, one word of caution, please don't appear for companies which are great brands, because if you miss out, then you will have a 6 months to 1 year of cooling period to cool off. So don't attempt with short companies and small companies and startups, or wherein I wouldn't say it would rather be a little unfair to say it doesn't matter, but yes, try giving your best in whatever interviews you have to do, but make sure that you are aligned technically correctly. If you have any doubts, you have my mail ID, you can approach me anytime you want. I'll always be ready to help you. Even if you are going for an interview and you want a pseudo round of technical discussion with me, if I'll be free, I'll be ready to help. I don't think anyone would do that, but I would love to do that. Don't worry, I'll always have your back, so not to worry. And I hope this session, even though there is no further technical discussion, I hope it would help you. Thank you so much, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and watch the videos and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much. Signing off.